Selling your house is a big step that takes a lot of planning and preparation. From pricing correctly, to preparing for listing, to selling at the right time, to marketing effectively. Hi, I'm Michele Irizarry, CEO and broker of Shore Prime Properties. Marketing homes for sale for the past 20 years has really helped us to understand things that sellers can do to help their sale be a success. In this long and complex process, there's just a lot that can go wrong. And that's why so many home sellers have regrets and wish that they had done things differently. In fact, according to some surveys, up to 84% of first-time home sellers in this country wish that they had done something differently. But we're here to help you avoid their mistakes. To that end, here are 5 things home sellers wish that they had done differently when selling a property in the Long Branch, New Jersey area. Not pricing correctly. One of the things home sellers wish they had done differently when selling a property in Long Branch involves pricing. Most sellers wish that they had priced lower, while a few others wish they had priced higher. It's pretty common for homeowners selling property in Long Branch or anywhere else to think that their home is worth more than it actually is. They have lived there, have grown attached to it, and so they think it's better and worth more than comparable homes in the surrounding area, so they price too high. What happens then is that the potential buyers skip right over the listing and the home sits on the market for a long time unsold. Buyers then begin to think something is wrong with the home, and sellers wind up having to lower the price below market value in order to sell. Your best bet for pricing correctly is to determine the market value in order to sell it quickly, and that is to have a Long Branch agent perform a comparative market analysis. Selling as is or making few repairs. Another thing home sellers regret when selling a property is selling as is or just making a few repairs and upgrades. These home sellers thought they could forego the repairs and the often hefty expense, and so wind up making more money on the sale. Unfortunately, selling a property this way seldom works. Making needed repairs and upgrades, especially those revealed by the home inspection, even though it carries a price, often nets you more in the end than if you hadn't made the repairs. You can sell it at a higher price and typically recoup more than the cost of the repairs. Neglecting curb appeal. Neglecting curb appeal is one of the top things that home sellers wish they had done differently when selling a property in the Long Branch area. And today, when most homebuyers shop online, virtual curb appeal becomes immensely important. The yard, the landscaping, and the outside of your home all contribute to curb appeal. These are the first thing that buyer sees, in person or virtually. They can create that critical great first impression that makes buyers want to see more. So if you don't work on curb appeal, you may lose a sale before it even gets rolling. Selling at the wrong time. Other home sellers wish that they had listed at a different, better time when selling a property. In fact, 25% of respondents in one survey said that they wish they had listed at a different time. Traditionally, late spring and early summer have been the best times to list and sell a home. But the best listing time can vary depending on the local market conditions. Be sure to consult an experienced Long Branch agent to find out the best time to sell in our area. Using the wrong agent. And then many home sellers regret using the wrong agent when selling a property. You need to make sure you hire an agent who has your best interests at heart and isn't just out to collect a commission. Experts recommend that you interview several agents to find who can best meet your needs and give you the most bang for your buck. To make sure a prospective agent has the necessary experience and expertise, here are some of the things that you can ask during interviews. The specific marketing plan for your home, whether you have to sign a contract, the agent's negotiation style and strategies, whether the agent will communicate by your preferred method and how responsive they will be, if they have any current listings that could help to generate buyer interest for your property. Or you can take an easier and more direct route to finding the right agent, and that is to go to an agency known for top-notch agents and results. That way you can avoid the lengthy and time-consuming process of interviewing a bunch of agents, many of whom ultimately don't work out. So if selling a property in Long Branch, New Jersey is on your horizon, be sure to contact Shore Prime Properties today. I'm Michele Irizarry, selling prime real estate at the Jersey Shore.